Welcome to the stream. Well, thought I might as well, switch to this scene because as you can see here, we're prepared for the new release. Oh my goodness. That's what's going on. Anyways, we might as well go into this. So like this is the Simon Hypixel was like talking on Twitter about how like this was such a huge post to do. So we might as well, go through it. He starts off. Hello everyone, this is Simon, game director of Hytale and founder of Hypixel. Today we are going to take a first look um, at Chapter 1 and everything around it. Since the early access launch, January 14th, by the way, we've been shipping weekly, but we've deliberately held new content back to focus on the game's foundations. When we acquired the game, we had to go back to a version of Hytale that was well over 4 years old, and most of the work since then has gone into catching up, rebuilding tools, and growing the team. Now that we can finally focus on new content, we are going to give you a first look at what that means. The original plan was to keep each chapter hidden until a proper reveal, but given this project's history, asking everyone to wait in the dark again just doesn't feel right. So, for Chapter 1, we're going to show you some of the new content that we've been working hard to deliver. To be transparent, there aren't many reasons to come back and play Hytale right now. We have a lot of work to do to realize the game's potential, and this is just the start of the journey. Some of what follows will deserve its own blog post, but for now, let's just dig into it, because there's a lot to talk about. Warning, we're going to spoil a lot of what we're working on, what we've been working on in this post. Almost everything below is a work in progress and may change before it's released. Chapter 1, Dungeons and Boss Fights. At its core, Hytale strives to be an RPG sandbox game. As we begin this journey, we are introducing our first handcrafted dungeon featuring the first multi-stage boss fight showcased in the screenshot above. What? Okay. Multi-staged boss fight. There better be some sick beats to go with this one. There better be some really sick beats to go with this one. But damn, does this look good. We also got new goblins, potentially a new fire thing. Is this like supposed to be a cooking pot? And if so, is it something that we can use? Hmm. Damn, like this is just looks so freaking sick. Ooh, okay, let's take a look at this. Interesting. Goblin saying over the edge, there's that floaty thing. Wait, that was it? Okay, let's try breaking it down, So it looks like this might be a sort of entrance. Honestly, this is giving Dwarven Caves from Hypixel. It's giving that kind of vibe almost. Then again, like, uh, seeing as it's from Hypixel Studios, uh,
Hypixel, hello.
I wouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised even. Um, but here we have this weird lake. We have bamboo here, I assume. Yeah, it looks like woof, bamboo here. Although the water's green, not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. But then it turns and we go through this and we see like a lot of loot stuff. Um, it, no, it goes through to this area before fading out. Wait, stop it. Okay, so it looks like that is the same as over here, so we basically skipped forward. This is clearly like a person's statue, but it's fallen over, signifying most likely that this area has fallen into disrepair. Um, we keep going forward, and we see this one goblin just standing over the edge staring. And then we get like this dangling, almost airship like thing. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. And then that's when the trailer ends. Damn. The tech behind the boss fight is called the Encounter Manager, which is already available to the public in the current pre release. It coordinates the phases, wave spawns, and arena changes that make up encounters and boss fights. Encounters are authored as content instead of engine code, so our designers can keep making them, and so can you. Okay, so this is the Goblin boss. Oh, wait a minute. Let's start over. You have to watch out for that. Oh! Wait, it summons falling spikes? Damn. With each dungeon and encounter we create, we expand the toolbox available for the next one, allowing our team to iterate much faster. Faction update Goblins. For our first chapter, we decided to focus on a handful of NPCs and the Goblin faction. The features we were building lined up well with what we had in mind for them. Their tech is janky on purpose, and they're just a fun faction to start early access with. Goblins will come in many shapes and sizes with different roles and personalities. They hang out together, and even when they look disorganized, there's something going on under the chaos. Part of the fun is getting to know their personalities as you play. Ah, it's a Feastmaster. Oh, wow. Took out almost... Is this dude an adamantine? Excuse me? Some goblins are classified as elites with fights that will give you a little bit of a challenge. For example, the Feastmaster calls in reinforcements mid-fight, can charge at you and cause a lot of damage to its surroundings. Not every goblin wants you dead, though. Some are friendly, and one of them runs a shop. You might even meet them. The Goblin Breach. What is this? What is all this, though? It just changes like that? Is this a machinima or actual gameplay? Damn. Once you answer the chapter's opening call and set things in motion at the Forgotten... This starts at the Forgotten Temple. Excuse me? This starts at the Forgotten Temple? Okay, what? Okay, so the new Goblin Breach world event can trigger from time to time, creating a temporary portal somewhere in your world. Look around or open the world map to locate it, then step through. You'll appear in an unstable fragment of Orbis, a set of biomes taken over by the goblins, along with a glowing void presence. We have an entirely new fragment of Orbis. What the fuck? Excuse me? What? This looks normal, except I know it's not supposed to be. This world gets regenerated each time you enter. So the previous fragments, per se, they were like single entity things. Like you could interact with them, but there was only one world. You wouldn't go through and do different worlds. Um, This world regenerates every time you enter, sometimes with content you haven't seen yet on your previous visits. While you're inside, the void presses in and will eventually eject you back out to your world. Your goal will be to explore, find valuable loot, and fight back against the pressure to stay as long as possible. We have like these guys, whatever the hell this is. This looks like a potential boss fight almost. Traps? Ooh, bear traps. Wait, the Forgotten Temple. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, webcam time. Excuse me. What the fuck? The Forgotten Temple, isn't that like the big floating island in the sky or something? Like, I don't have Hytale open right now. But sorry, my ear's been collecting a bunch of gunk lately. Not sure why. There we go. Sorry. But we kick it off at the Forgotten Temple. Is that one of the unknown buildings that we've been having to do with? Oh my word.
This is epic. It's much fun.
Anyway, back to the block. Oh wait, yep. This is the Forgotten Temple. Yep. Yup, yep, 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 yep. I was right. Yeah. This is wild. Chapter 1 also adds world events and activities to the Goblin world. We're starting with a small set predators you can track and trap, avoid assassins that hunt you down, treasure chests that spawn enemy waves when you go for the loot, puzzles that lock off places you can't just dig into, and more. We'll grow that list over time, keep iterating each chapter, and start tying these systems together. This part, especially, is something that Minecraft's newest updates just really haven't been doing. They've been creating all these new updates, but they don't really connect to each other anymore. It's becoming a very fragmented game. Of course, a lot of that has to do, I'd say, with the fact that Xbox was basically milking Minecraft for money instead of actually letting it go back into the game that's making it. So, of course, Minecraft's struggling. Of course, it's having a problem because, of course, Xbox and the wokeists over there are completely screwing it over. I mean, I don't care if there's like wokeists in here. They're at least focused on making a good game. Which then again, if they're woke, do they really want to have good games? Like gaming is part of like the gaming is supposedly anti woke. It's like right wing grifter if you're a gamer and actually like want a good game. So if they're gonna go for a good game, that's probably means that they're not woke. I mean, just by nature of if you're woke, you hate gamers, and clearly Hytale actually loves their gamers. But then again, like I've seen a lot of like Hytale is extremely inclusive, so either way, like we're just getting a good game, and I love that. I mean, honestly, like while I do just love playing Minecraft, it's my main game after all, and Minecraft Dungeons, and I'm as I've said repeatedly, like I'm a Minecraft streamer. I'm a Minecraft fan through and through, thick and thin. But honestly, Hytale is so cool. Your journey starts inside the Forgotten Temple. Wait, this could work so well with World 30. Like having each act start out in the Forgotten Temple, like having them like go to the Forgotten Temple and then like they have to go to the first area and they defeat the boss and like maybe there's like of course it would have to be like kind of drawing inspiration from it and not like one to one per se because then you'd like have a wait wait talking out of my ass right now but what if Hytale made it so that in order to go to the next event, you had to like defeat the boss the first time or whatever, and the first time you beat him, you got a key that would help you get to the next stage. That could work so well for World 30. Like the characters go in, they fall in, and the only way to get back out is by freeing Gaia and defeating Varen. But the only way to free Gaia is to go through all like 5 chapters or whatever, however many there are. Probably just gonna keep it at like hopefully they just keep it at 5 or whatever, so that I can have like like a chapter 0 like the beginning, and then like chapter 1 being like chapter 1's release, and then chapter 2 and so on and so forth, which would be so sick, by the way. Like Simon, please hire me. I am 100% willing to put in extra time and whatnot to just like turning this into a reality with you guys. um, but yeah, like you could have keys tied to like that chapter's boss that unlocks The next one. It's not a DLC because you have to pay extra for a DLC, but it's like you unlock the next chapter. Quite literally. It's that would be such a cool design. And it would be just so narratively pleasing. And since, as you probably might know, I have this series that I've been wanting to make. It actually was supposed to be for Minecraft, but let's just face it, Minecraft is a freaking wimp. Or at least it's been under the earlier guidance and under the old Xbox leadership. It was really wimpy, um, especially because it was run by Microslop, or should I say Microflop, just like the CEO's dick. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be making dick jokes. This is a Hightail stream after all. Need to stay family friendly. Oh. Um, but that would be you have to unlock the next chapter. Then in order to free Gaia and like Varen, and I don't know, like this is just my idea based off my story that I've been working towards since like September of 2024. Almost 2 years now, actually. That is genuinely wild. It's almost been a full year. Like almost been 2 full years, sorry, that I've been working on this. Imagine if Simon actually hires me. That would be so sick. Simon, please do. I'd be totally willing to work extra hours and crunch for you if I actually got to make this a reality. That would be so epic. But anyways, this could really, really, really work. I just wish Simon would actually pay attention to me and be like, yeah, let's go. Oh well. Let's move on with the blog. Your journey starts at the side of the Forgotten Temple. Going forward, this temple will serve as a hub for your progression through the early access chapters, evolving as they are released. Make sure you check it out. Goblin gadgets. It wouldn't be a goblin update without goblin gadgets. Goblins are tinkerers, and their inventions end up in your hands. Yeah, because we frickin' killed them. We've been working on rocket boots, a mechanical hook shot, a glider, a mining drill, and a spyglass. Skyblock and Skyblock. Not quite Skyblock, but we have an Elytra there. Rocket boots. I'm not sure about that, but let's uh let's get to this video. I think I saw this on Twitter actually. Oh my word, that is sick. Then of course we have like the grappling hook thing, glider, spyglass, and drill. Then now we have boats, but goblin gear is scrappy, but that's part of the fun. What we want most out of early access is fun, and so when we think something is fun, we build it, and the goblins are perfect for this. If it's not balanced yet, that's fine. We're having fun first and tuning it later. Hightail, boats. My god. Wait, do you just steer it? It kinda looks janky, but... Damn. Oh, hi skellies. Bye skellies. Wow. Okay, I might actually have to break this out. And while we're at it, boats. This has nothing to do with goblins, but recent upgrades to our movement systems have made a basic boat easier to add, so we're going for it. Note that it's currently missing VFX/animations in the video above. More proper boat mechanics will come down later down the line. Then, carryable objects. Exploding barrels, oh my god. Hey, yo.
Oh, that is gonna be so much fun.
Although, I mean, chapter one isn't out quite yet, it doesn't seem like, but when it does, I'm definitely going to be checking it out. We're introducing the ability to carry certain blocks and objects as a game mechanic. You'll be able to pick up and haul things like chests, explosive barrels, and eventually much more. This will let us add carry only items and resources that are too big or too heavy to fit in your regular inventory. Transporting them or getting them home may become its own little adventure. Later on, we also want the carry mechanic to be compatible with a downed combat state. If a friend is down, you'll be able to pick them up with the same interaction and get them out of trouble. That'll be later down the line, not chapter 1, but we hope to establish carrying as a game mechanic early to set the precedent. Abilities and runes. One of the more exciting things we're developing for chapter 1 is a new ability system involving runes. In short, you will be able to equip runes that give your avatar new active combat abilities. An ability rune decides which ability you get, and modifier runes change what it does or how it behaves. Now, you can choose which runes to equip and see how your abilities react to them, which influences how you engage with encounters and how combat feels in general. Treat the art and examples here as concept only. Hmm. Hmm. What's really important to us is creating a system that promotes creativity and allows for fun interactions. There are four layers that we care deeply about right now. Modifier runes that change an ability's effect or behavior. So a ground slam could be enhanced with lightning, for example. Elements that react to each other, so it could target with a water's effect, then shock it, triggering a special water/lightning reaction. Ha! Create combos with your friends. Shoot a fireball at a friend's tornado ability, and it could become a flaming tornado. Oh, yeah. Interactions with the environment. Rain could soak enemies, ice-based abilities could freeze water blocks, and a fireball coming in contact with a poison barrel could make it explode into a toxic cloud. Um, these are sketches of the direction, not the list of abilities we've decided to ship for the first chapter. The rune system will start out extremely simple, and we'll be iterating on it quite a bit, but this is what we intend to build towards over time. So, Fireball ability rune, just on its own as that. Then Fireball ability plus Shock plus Split means two fireballs that with electric charge. Ground Slam ability rune plus Chill and Radius. For example, a Fireball ability grant rune grants Fireball. I Add modifier runes and fireball changes. One modifier might split it into several projectiles, another might cause it to apply the shock debuff, and so on. Swapping runes around and experimenting allows for the discovery of exciting combinations. The specific runes shown here are just there to illustrate the idea. Sorry about the bang. That was me shifting around and accidentally banging my desk. Oops. And I mean, like, putting force in contact with the desk, not anything not safe for work, if you catch my drift. Anyways, we want RPG style depth without giving up the freedom of the sandbox, and runes open up options with multiple valid playstyles rather than funnel you towards one optimal build or a rigid predefined class or archetype. We also want runes to be well integrated with the adventure loop rather than off to the side. Rune forging is a big part of where we're headed. Finding, crafting, and expanding your collection of runes should play an important part in where you choose to explore, as well as how you choose to invest your resources in order to progress. This chapter is just an introduction to runes, and the rune forging system will come later. Right now, we're putting this on two new dedicated ability inputs, E and R, sitting along. That's what it is? E and R have basically just been empty this entire time. Although, I mean, granted, like for inventory, I always switch it out. I always have E be my inventory because I'm like used to that for Minecraft and whatnot. Um, this is an early look at a system we're already building, and playing with in-game, and it will keep changing as we iterate. Through all of it, the goal is room to be creative in how you play, room for very different playstyles, and a lot more depth for players who want it in both PvE and PvP combat. We can't wait to see what kind of clever builds and combos emerge once a system is in your hands. For Chapter 1, we're going to start with roughly 6 ability runes and a similar number of modifier runes and grow from there as the system develops. Honestly, I am so here for it. This is going to be just absolutely epic. Transparency. The Hytale engine is gaining support for real transparency. This means that stained glass and window blocks will now be possible. Let's read. Wait, that's stained. It is. Oh my word. That's sick. Wait, the window at the very end? Like you can see here, it's up. Alright. Entities and NPCs can also now have transparent parts as well. Like this guy, apparently. It looks like it's mostly what it looks it looks real. Oh my god, this is wild. New UI. Um, Chapter name. Only the bold should drop into the unstable void gateway. And then just text for it. A goblin breach has opened. Item name, crafting material. Item quick description, common. Like item picture. Oh, wow. Um, Item name, one-handed weapon, common, damage 19 to 34, plus 37 signature damage, plus 12% placeholder bonus, plus 4% crit rate. And basically we get the same thing over here, but that's like lore caption chest. This dagger was found in an old chest near the sea. And I just love this. Lorem ipsum is not simply random text, which someone actually went through the trouble of someone actually found that lorem ipsum is actually from a real Latin text. It was just partially cut off. I believe the full like word for like lorem was actually dolorem ipsum. It was like just some random text on a page, but yeah, it was a specific page, specific book, specific edition, and everything, and it's basically become like filler text. And I just love that. Like, lorem ipsum is not simply random text, and they're using that as placeholder text. That is just so good. Okay, we're reworking a lot of Hytale's UI, but not all at once. We plan to roll out UI changes and reworks over the next few chapters, with updates in between them. Above us is some of the Chapter 1 UI we're working on. Our goal is to make the chapter screens feel like a roadmap for your progress through early access. You'll finish objectives as you play the game, working towards the completion of chapters, and you'll unlock cosmetics as rewards. You'll also spot new item tooltip designs with better readability and styling. Don't read too much into the stats, these are just placeholders. We're not planning enchantments for Chapter 1, for example. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, I would have loved to see enchantments. That would have been so cool. Okay, now we have like a full UI thing. Inventory, crafting world, a compendium? Okay, what the hell? Excuse me? We have a full-blown compendium talking about what the animals and everything actually are? I can finally have the actual official names for these things that I want to find out about? Hello? I can learn about these things? This is something I have wanted since the game first released. This is wild. And then the profile border. The new Memories UI and player profile card. What the hell is a player profile card? Huh? The new Memories UI and Oh, great. The UI is not going to be chapter one. Oh, come on. I wanted that so bad. Oh, well, I mean, let's let him cook, you know? Like, it's been 7 years, like 7.5 years at this point, since uh, since the trailer first released back in 2018. Actually, yeah, it's been 7.5 years because it released at the end of, it was December 2018. Yeah. Um, The new Memories UI and player profile cards above will be further out than Chapter 1, so consider these design previews. Well. Cosmetics and extras. Ooh, I like these. Oh man, I could design certain characters now. We'll be releasing a lot of new cosmetics that have been in the works over the past few months, including the Goblin cosmetics you'll unlock by completing the chapter. They actually have locked cosmetics behind gameplay? Oh my god. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cosmetic particles? We're also improving the player model by adding more detailed hand and eyelash options in the avatar creator. We'll keep listening to your feedback to add more customization options and cosmetics as we go through the chapters. Now, my biggest beef with the character creator is that you can't actually, like, when you make a character black, you don't actually make them black, you just make them a very, very, very dark brown, which, when I was designing my villain, okay, like when I was designing like the human version of Farron, like the villain guy and everything, like hello, he's not supposed to look like a very very like a very 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 dark skinned man. Like he wasn't supposed to look like he wasn't supposed to be racist or anything. It was just supposed to be pitch black, like that he sucks all light in, that he's the embodiment of evil, just as like good like evil is a corruption of good, darkness evil is an absence of and indeed a corruption of good. You have dark be an absence of, and in some to some people an a corruption of light. Like when you have which kind of makes sense because like if you think about it like this, you have like a light field, I guess, traveling through an area, and then you have like once the light ends, it's like the darkness follows that, and there's a darkness field that follows. But that was my biggest pet peeve is like I want to make him pitch black, not look like I'm a fucking racist. Now we have cosmetic particles. um, excuse me. These are freaking sick, man. Wait, the pop star outfit now has these glowing particles. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we now have like new emotes. Oh, a GIF. Ooh. Hand and eyelash options in the avatar creator. Like, I do like this design, honestly. Mini games. We're also creating our first experience outside of exploration and creative, a collection of mini games to play with your friends. This work is being shown alongside Chapter 1, but it has its own timeline. The first one is a collection of fast party microgames. At the time of writing, there are 14 of them. Each one lasts 60 to 120 seconds, and the variety is the point, as the team is using these to push Hytale systems in crazy directions to evolve the tech. A Details Minigames tab is planned to keep it as simple as possible for players. Open Hytale, hit Minigames, and be in a lobby with your friends seconds later with both peer-to-peer and dedicated hosting. Long term, we want persistent games, PvP games, and much more. But this first one is about exploring and building strong foundations. Modders and server operators will be invited to create minigames with us in the future. Like Hightown. Simon actually came um, to Hightown and tested out, I believe, Queeblast or something, which was absolutely sick, by the way. Like, getting to say hi to the literal owner of the game. Hello? One important detail is that we are not keeping the recipe to ourselves. We'll be sharing the code and assets behind all minigames, including libraries that provide developers with a simpler API for a Hytale server and a toolkit of paradigms shaped by our unique experience for making games for the Hypixel server over the last 13 years with over 45 million unique players, which, yes, these people are behind the Hypixel server, which was for the longest time the biggest ever Minecraft server in the history of the game until Donut SMP edged it out. Which I mean, they're working on Hytale, okay? Like it's kind of to be expected. And Hytale's mini game teaser. Ooh, I don't know any of these guys, but wait, tag. Oh my word! Oh wow! This is so cool. Wait, there's like this giant. This okay. I am genuinely stunned by the quality of this. Before and after Chapter 1, Player Physics. This feature ships to pre-release today, the same day as this post. Avatars can now stand entities that move and rotate, stay anchored. I guess that means to be supposed to mean can now stand on entities. But, oh well, I mean, this is a huge blog post. Of course, there's going to be like some tiny mistakes here, but that stay anchored to them when they move and carry momentum when jumping off. In the future, this should enable new and exciting types of parkour that use moving platforms, swinging hammers, and other dynamic features. It will take us more time to get in-game tools for building and animating these types of features, but the player physics now exists so modders can already have fun with different mechanics. Mod browser. Damn, they finally got rid of CurseForge. I mean, I swear to God, the CurseForge is designed for just any and all games, but having Hytale like make a dedicated mod browser in game is like so much safer. And yes, I mean safer because there's like you've probably heard about like all the the Minecraft mod things like where on CurseForge a lot of mods can have like malicious um, code hidden in them, which will obviously compromise your computer. Whereas for something like Modrinth, which is focused exclusively on Minecraft modding, is able to ensure that all of its mods are completely safe. Um, that's one of the reasons I use Modrinth exclusively instead of CurseForge. Um, then we have like the actual like Violet's plushies. I don't remember. Lorem ipsum is simply dummy text of the printing and typesetting industry. Actually, it's a literal Latin text that was cut off partially. Okay, like stop dunking on lorem ipsum. Right? Um, Here's the first look at the in-game mod browser. It's quite simple. You can browse, install, and update mods directly from the mods tab in Hytale. All of this works without ever leaving the game. Please note, there will be no paid mods in the mod browser. In future versions of the mod browser, players will be able to directly support mods and receive unique cosmetics created by the official Hytale team in return. This should foster a positive environment while ensuring all mods remain free to access. Excuse me? Free mods in this economy where everything is supposed to be like pay to win and milking with all these freaking microtransactions and all that dog shit? Hello? Wait, this is real? Oh my god. This is great. I'm being a little sarcastic here, but like Minecraft mods have been like starting to get like targeted a bit. Minecraft Bedrock add-ons are like those are pay to win microtransactions, and a lot of them aren't even all that good. So like having these all be free and supported by Hytale is like so cool. We plan to grow this into a proper rewards ecosystem over time so that our creators can earn income. Note that modders will be able to create teams, handle earning splits, and much more in the future. More details to come. I'm looking forward to this. New world tech. Hytale, cubic chunks. Okay, I'm just going to read the description first. Up until this point, Hytale's worlds have been generated and loaded in columns that reach from the bottom to the top of the world. Recently, we've been working on renovating the engine to support a fully 3D format that instead loads the world in cubic chunks around players. This work is incremental and will take time before it's fully ready, but it will unlock the capability for infinite world height and depth. We've already begun rolling out the early stages of the tech in pre-releases, and we're working towards supporting World Gen and many other core features in Cubic Worlds. For design reasons, we probably won't use the infinite height for exploration mode, but many games and servers will make good use of it. Having Cubic Worlds as a tool will enable servers to explore many concepts, such as 3D space exploration or worlds with endless caves, using the new tech. We're excited for the impact that Cubic Worlds will have in the long run, and we can't wait to see what the community will cook up with them as well. So, we have this. Oh, it's a minute long. Okay, they've warned us. I can see why that might prove dangerous to people. And it just keeps going forever. Oh my goodness, imagine falling in this. You'd basically have to log out. Oh my goodness. Hightail, volumetric clouds. And look up, the sky is getting real volumetric clouds. We're currently experimenting with them. They're not close to where we want them to be yet, but we wanted to share our progress. Hmm. The film graininess thing. It's kind of funny. But wow, this is crazy gorgeous. Like, oh my god. Guys, let the devs cook. This is fucking awesome.
I want to be one of the team. So want to be one of the team. Please, Simon, please allow me to be the. Please allow me to contribute in my own way.
I mean, my own way being like taking the story that I've been working on for almost 2 years and then molding it into the into Hightail's actual story because
It might be my story, my characters, and it was originally developed for Minecraft, but like.
man, I just really want to talk with Simon about this and just be like, hey, I've been working on this for a long time. I really, really want this to work. This is really a good idea. I don't know if Simon's gonna see this or not. I hope he does. I might try to ping him on Twitter or something and be like, "Hey Simon, I'm still thinking about the whole um the whole like World 30 thing and everything. Want to talk about it? I really would like to be part of the team. Like Simon, if this is like a clip that you're ending up seeing, um, please hear me out all the way, and I hope that I can make this work in Hightail, like for you guys. I love the game so far already, even though I haven't really been playing it all that much, mostly because I've been doing a lot of Minecraft stuff. Let's be completely real. I've just been really focusing on Minecraft stuff. Um, but there's so much potential. This is so freaking gorgeous. World generation. Underneath that, we're continuing to develop World Gen V2. We now have the groundwork for graph-based generation. The plan for this system is to first unlock far more advanced, immersive procedural caves, and then we'll expand it with dedicated features to support procedural dungeons, coherent villages and cities. Villages and cities? What the fuck? Excuse me? Excuse me? Villages and cities, rivers and roads, and much more. This is much bigger than the Goblin chapter. The initial version of the graph system is still being finalized, but we're already using it internally, and creators can experiment with the features early in pre-release. We've doubled the size of the level design team working on World Gen, and we plan to continue expanding it. As a team, we are currently fully redesigning the world with World Gen V2. We look forward to sharing more of that process in the future, but for now, here are some sneak previews of what we've been working on. Oh my god. Like, this biome, by the way, these trees are my favorite in the entire game. Like, I don't give a I don't give a crap about any others, like, so far. I mean, then again, like, the Sakura mod is, like, my favorite, just because, like, cherry, gorgeous frickin' cherry wood. It's so freaking gorgeous. But, like, from the in vanilla Hytale, like, these trees are my favorite. The azure logs and everything. Oh, the blue is so gorgeous. And then we have this. Oh. I am just stunned by this. Living creatures. We're updating animal models, textures, and animations. The goal is to bring them closer to a more iconic Hytale art style that highlights emotion, balance, readable silhouettes, and emotional and visual impact. Below, you can see some new cute animations of pigs and boars. They're so cute. So cute. I believe I actually like have a pet pig, a pet boar on Hightown. I need to go back and like play that some more. But oh my. The animals that inhabit the world, both large and small, are also being studied. Birds are the first group we're pushing further. They sleep in nests, fly and land as a flock, take off when you get too close, and grab dropped seeds. Owls and other birds of prey can even swoop down to hunt smaller creatures. New NPC bird behavior. Oh man, you didn't see an owl. Where's the owl? Foxes are also getting some love. Foxes are tameable? Excuse me, what? For those of you who don't know, when Hytale released, I was streaming really early in the morning, and you can actually find it on my channel, like the VOD that I was streaming on. The fox was the first, a fox was the first thing to ever kill me. I like foxes. I'm just like whatever. Grizzly bears. I have beef with those things. I hunt them down and murder them in cold blood. But foxes. I mean, you can tame foxes. Oh. And my heart is almost melting. You can tame foxes. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You know, moving back to it, Hytale. Um, what do you feed them though? What do you feed them? Oh, the adorable little foxes. Oh, I wish my voice could go higher, although I'd probably split the eardrums of all of my housemates if it were to go that high. Oh, they're so cute. Beyond wildlife, we've started updating the Quebecs with new behaviors as well. The playful seedlings might follow you around, while saplings act as dutiful guardians of their community that nurture the fauna and flora of the Emerald Wilds. All factions, including Quebecs, will be reworked in future chapters, but we're already laying the groundwork to make every living creature unique in their own way. Duh. Aww. Aww. They're just lined up. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Oh.
This update is gonna be so good.
We're looking to revisit and add more depth to NPC behaviors across the board, with a short-term goal of expanding on taming and homesteading. Our team is constantly growing, and we're focused on making our world feel more immersive, interactable, and alive. Say hello to our little goat, one of the first animals, I believe, to get a model update. He's quite happy to be here. Crafting rework. While everything else has been happening, we've also been reworking Hytale's core crafting mechanics and how that ties into player progression. We've really tore into the problems with the current crafting system. That led to significant changes, such as reducing the number of benches used for crafting and shifting more of that work into in-world activities such as wood chopping and metalworking. Metalworking? Excuse me? Huh? We also want the crafting areas themselves to evolve and expand over time, reflecting the kind of adventures players go on and the choices they make. So each space feels like their own. We are having a lot of fun with the prototypes and are involving community playtesters to help ensure the new direction appeals to all kinds of players. We're also working on introducing companions that you can invite into your home to help out with the busy work. You'll need to invest a few resources into making them feel comfortable first, but afterward they'll be able to help out with a whole range of tasks so you can focus on the more important things. We want you to feel like you can build a village with your companions, a place that feels alive and lived in. Each companion will have their own traits and quirks, and some will be better suited to certain tasks than others. They'll carry out work on their own schedules and routines, helping your home grow over time. That cozy homestead side of Hytale is very important to us, and we'll be getting a lot of updates in the future. However, we're not quite ready to show all of it off just yet. It deserves its own blog post at some point, because while the prototype is working well, the final product needs a lot of work to bring it together and make it presentable. It needs VFX, animations, models, and a lot of tech and work, but all of that is planned for Chapter 2 if all goes well. Machinima. Okay, so the whole idea behind World 30 was like that we can create a full like series, maybe even like full movies entirely within Hytale. No extra special stuff. Everything, sound effects, maybe even like taking voice lines themselves, putting in every single thing of it directly from Hytale into Hytale, keeping it all in one app. Like that idea was like maybe that's a little too ambitious, but we've already seen a game go from a literal shell, a hollow, burned out shell of itself, to a thriving community of thousands at least of players. We don't even know how many people are playing, but it's so freaking huge. It is mind-boggling, honestly. And Machinima is like the tool that I wanted to try getting into, but because I was doing it all on my own, I got bored, and my ADHD decided, nah, not worth it. Yeah, I have ADHD, so that's like management is probably going to be the one biggest thing that will have to be work done for World 30. But yeah, it'll be crazy cool. Let's see. Is this a shootout sequence? Oh my. Oh wow. Oh my word. Oh my word. Guys, they're cooking. Machinima is our tool that enables players to create in-game animations. We've been hard at work rewriting and expanding it for new capabilities. In the clip above, you can see the work-in-progress new tool in action. Among the new features is the ability to record gameplay to create replays that can be edited just like any other Machinima scene. You can scrub through hours of recorded content to find the right moments you want to share. Scenes can also be composed together and played back at any time to specific players. All of this is built with multiplayer in mind, so multiple avatars will be able to collaboratively edit the same scene together. Creators will be able to use these features to create time-lapse of their gameplay, cinematic let's plays, or animations that drive anything from boss fight cutscenes to moving platforms. We record our showcase videos and plan on creating in-game cutscenes using the same Machinima tools we'll hand to you, so every one of these improvements will help both us and community creators. Excuse me, what? I mean, I know I'm being a little extra loud here, but this is something huge. Like the level of creative ability that they're just handing it. It's like, Simon, hit me up, please. I'd love to work with you on this. I'd love to be like the guinea pig, I guess. The person that is like shown as like it. The person that does a lot of the testing, the person that like is shown like, hey, this actually works, and maybe this part doesn't work, but this also does work, stuff like that. Like I'm so willing to be part of this. Oh my word! The new Hightail asset editor. Um, as promised, we're reworking almost all of our tools, including the Hightail asset editor. We're in the process of moving the whole editor UI onto the same Noesis GUI framework as the new game interface, with a dockable asset browser and new properties panel with better inheritance support. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, wow. I have no idea how any of this works, but I mean, that's why I'm a storyteller, not a modder, you know? A spectator in hardcore mode. We're also adding a spectator mode in preparation for co-op boss fights and minigames. If you die while your friends are still going, we keep watching instead of being pulled out of it. Swap between players to find the action, or set the camera free and fly around the scene yourself. Spectator mode is built the way the rest of the game is, as a standard moddable game mode. Oh, sorry. Spectator mode is built the way the rest of the game is, as a standard moddable game mode, instead of every server hand-rolling its own version. Servers and mods can reshape it however they want, rebind the camera controls, change what a spectator is allowed to do, even make one that can still affect the world. A minigame server could drop eliminated players straight into spectating without writing a single line of camera code. To show us spectating properly, we're introducing hardcore. If you're looking for more of a challenge, you'll be able to create worlds with hardcore enabled, whether you're playing solo, hosting co-op, or running a dedicated server. Death is permanent. You drop everything you are carrying, and you spend the rest of that world as a spectator, sealing the run with your friends. The first version is pure permadeath with no changes to difficulty yet. Later, we're planning hardcore challenge modes that grow the idea further. Imagine it though, like if you could resurrect your friends. That itself could be a really cool thing to have for like chapter 4, or like, well, chapter 3, I guess, which would be like act 4 of World 30, which would explain why Hyacinthia is able to be like so brutally murdered and then come back. Spatial music. Blocks in the world are now able to emit music. This works with our existing audio occlusion features, meaning the music will fade as you walk away and sound muffled behind walls. We don't have any content using this technology yet, but it opens the door to many future features and details. Interesting. New tracks are also coming to Hytale's OST. Here's one of them from the Whispers Frost Frontiers. Do I... Wait, if this is an actual, like, song, I could write lyrics for it and have that be, like, something that Gaia sings or something. You know, that could itself be really cool. Like, Simon, you're cooking too hard. Let me be part of this, please. Let's see, what does it sound like? Ooh, it's 1 hour. It's a minute 50. my god. Excuse me? That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Oh man. That's another thing. You could literally just like include in World 30 like having the OS like having the songs be from the game. Like I've always wanted to like create a musical and everything. This is a way to do it. Like have songs written based on the track's OS. This it this is genuinely mental, guys. I am I'm in shock right now. Okay, who cooked so hard on this song? It's beautiful. Okay, we're at the end of the blog. What's next? And that's the tour. 20 plus videos, 40 plus images, and over 4,000 words. This is the biggest blog post in Hytale's history, and it still isn't everything we've got in the works. The rest will be yours to discover in-game. The first chapter is the hardest to deliver, as we're reworking the foundations and creating many new tools along the way. But it's all paying off for the chapters to come. Here's our rough estimate for release dates. We will provide a precise date for Chapter 1 as we get closer to release. Release timeline. Chapter 1 within the next 2 to 3 months. Okay. Um, I guess. Spectator and Hardcore, 2 to 3 weeks, update 6. Mod Browser, 2 to 3 weeks, update 6. Moving Platforms, 2 to 3 weeks, also update 6. Real Transparency, scheduled for Chapter 1, but might land the tech and content before. Minigames within the next 2 to 3 months. New server-side custom UI based on Noesis GUI within the next 1 to 2 months. Carryable objects within the next 2 to 3 months, but tech might get shipped before. Cubic Chunks, the tech is being implemented on a weekly basis, already a pre-release schedule for Update 6, but actual content using it from us will take a bit more time. Machinima, within the next 2 to 3 months, maybe sooner because we will use it to record a teaser/trailer for Chapter 1. Crafting Rework, Chapter 2, Volumetric Clouds, Rune Forging, and Hytale Asset Editor Rework, all to be determined. Thank you for the support, the feedback, and the patience. It carried us here. The team is heading back to work on the plan you just read, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. From the entire team, Hytale team, thank you. Hytale lives. Excuse me, what? This, guys, this is getting me back into the game. Like, there's no doubt about it. This is getting me back into playing the game. You can't just drop one of the most beautiful songs I have heard in a while and just be like, whatever. Like, it's an average Tuesday. This is fucking beautiful. I am honestly over the moon for this. And I hope you are too. And I mean, I'll see you eventually. I might end up doing it, but yeah, it turns out Chapter 1 isn't actually getting released today. It isn't already out, so yeah, but Gaia's Lullaby. Okay, Simon. I mean, I doubt you are even watching any of this, but Simon, please just make like a album releases of all the sound OSTs and everything. Like have like chapter like early access like I guess call all the previous stuff like Chapter 0 or something. Um, and then have all the different ones like based on where they are, and like in like albums or EPs depending on how much soundtracks there are. Um, and then release them each at a time. Like, it's not fair. Why do they have to have all the good music? It's so beautiful. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this look at Hytale's newest blog post talking about Chapter 1 and the future, like a lot of the future for the game. I do hope that I'm allowed to be part, like, create World 30 for Hytale and, like, have them actually, you know, accept it and, like, run with it. Like, I would love to see my brainchild actually, like, come to fruition. It would be the greatest honor I could ever receive. So, without any further ado, I think we'll leave it at that. As always, stay safe, stay sane, and stay whole. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and go check out Hightail. Like, if you haven't already, just do it, okay? Just check out Hightail, buy an account, start playing the game, get on Hightown. You might actually meet me there. I play as Phoenix underscore ALATOS. Um, and yeah, it is genuinely. This is just so beautiful. I am honestly in shock. But yeah, as I already said, stay safe, stay sane, and stay whole. Bye.